Read with me.
And tied him before he knowed what he was about, and we never had no trouble. And the boy being in a kind of a flightly sleep, too, we muffled the oars and hitched the raft on, and towed her over very nice and quiet. And the nigger never made the least row nor said a word from the start. He ain't no bad nigger, gentlemen. That's what I think about him. Somebody says, "Well, it sounds very good, Doctor, I'm obliged to say." The others softened up a little too, and I was mighty thankful to that old doctor for doing Jim that good turn. And I was glad it was according to my judgment of him, too, because I thought he had a good heart in him and was a good man the first time I see him. Then they all agreed that Jim had acted very well and was deserving to have some notice took of it and reward. So every one of them promised right out and hearty, and they wouldn't cuss him no more. Then they come out and locked him up. I hoped they was going to say he could have one or two of the chains took off, because they was rotten heavy, or could have meat and greens with his bread and water. But they didn't think of it, and I reckon it weren't best for me to mix in. But I judge I'd get the doctor's yarn to Aunt Sally somehow or other as soon as I'd got through the breakers that was laying just ahead of me. Explanations, I mean, of how I forgot to mention about Sid being shot when I was telling how him and me put in that dratted night paddling around hunting the runaway nigger. But I had plenty time. Aunt Sally, she stuck to the sick room all day and all night, and every time I see Uncle Silas mooning around, I dodged him. Next morning, I heard Tom was a good deal better, and they said Aunt Sally was gone to get a nap. So I slips to the sick room, and if I found him awake, I reckon he could put up a yarn for the family that would wash. But he was sleeping, and sleeping very peaceful, too. Pale, not fire-faced, the way he was when he come. So I sat down and laid for him to wake. In about half an hour, Aunt Sally comes gliding in, and there I was, up a stump again. She motioned me to be still, and sat down by me, and begun to whisper, and said we could all be joyful now, because all the symptoms was first rate, and he'd been sleeping like that for ever so long, and looking better and peacefuller all the time, and 10 to 1 he'd wake up in his right mind. So we sat there watching, and by he stirs a bit and opened his eyes.
Like and subscribe.